I talked to Paul Aslin out of Mont Belvieu, Texas, who is a triathlete. I think I found my second coach to enter the triathlon, because there's 3 events in the triathlon. I need 3 coaches for all 3 disciplines. I need somebody who can teach me how to swim. I need somebody who can teach me how to run. And I need somebody who can teach me how to cycle. Because it's not just biking, it's cycling. Just like I'm cycling through the knowledge that you're getting in this peak performance. And Paul is going to show me exactly how to do that, and how to get there, and how to stay there, and how to win. Because why are we really doing this? Why am I really doing this? Because I want to win. I want to win at the game of life. And Paul's going to help me.
Doctors are so independent in their thinking that historically that's the way they've been trained.
Yeah.
Is, they're the one that's the patient physician relationship. They're the expert, and so they have to kind of know everything and make all the decisions. And so that's why culturally I say nobody's a boss of doctor. Like, you can't tell physicians what to do.
You can't tell anybody that has the DR in front of them. Right. You'd be like, hey man, go. They'll say, hey, I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Where'd you go to medical school? So that's what they'll
DeVry.
Yeah.
Is that,
Google?
Google. I got to Google. What Phoenix University gives out doctor degrees, I think. So.
Do they really?
Maybe doctor in education.
Okay.
But not, yeah. So then after I would go see my doctor, or would I come see you?
Absolutely, you can. As a matter of fact, so we don't do primary care, right? We'll get your blood, we'll run a full panel, we'll see where you are. And my provider, my clinic, has a primary care background, so she knows if there's something off. She'll say you need to go to your primary care physician, or you may have to go to a specialist and get certain clearage. But you can come to us and after you see your doctor, and let us just manage your testosterone or whatever it is that you want help with.
Okay.
We have a lot of patients.
Okay. So I want to be a patient of yours. So okay. I've been on this journey.
Okay.
I've been on this journey that this peak performance lounge that you've stepped into, I've been on this journey trying to become a better person, more healthier,
okay,
mentally strong, better, faster, stronger than I've ever been before.
All right.
Now, and I've put together like a panel of experts, and now with you, coming in and joining this lounge, I wanted to know, just like, does the testosterone really do what it's supposed to do? And are y'all just, are we just making this up? So I'm coming to see you, and I'm like, hey man, because everybody says they feel better, faster, and stronger than they ever felt before when,
right,
than they have in like high school and college.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, is 18, bro, you really feel better at like 40, 50, better than you was 18?
So I'll tell you my experience. So I started doing triathlons when I was about 30, and I did them for about 15 years.
Yeah.
And so I was able to, maintain a healthy weight. I was almost 25 pounds lighter than I am now.
Okay.
But I wasn't lifting weights. I wasn't working out at all. About 5 years ago, I got on TRT and, had a little bit of a life change, moved down here, stopped running, stopped working out, and I gained 25 pounds in a year.
Well, it's really good eating down here.
All the crawfish,
the boudin. Yeah. You go to the Raging Cajun. Yeah. You see you like, I want that, and then Whataburger. You got to stay away from that. Okay, right. So yeah,
but environment, the way we work nowadays, we don't move as much. It can cause your body to start gaining weight, and with that, then you get other problems. So I started lifting and learning how to eat. And when I say learning how to eat, I could restrict calories all day, but what I didn't know is how much protein I needed to eat in order to gain and maintain muscle. Because I'm 48 now, so I'm at the age where I'm losing muscle mass if I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna gain fat. So if I don't have a healthy lifestyle, in addition to the TRT, you're still gonna be unhealthy. But since 1980, there has been a 1% annual decline in the average male American testosterone level. 1% a year.
Is it because that's through environment, pollution? I'm saying pollution, lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah. But we've seen this drop. So, a lot of guys, we're seeing guys come in their late 20s, early 30s.
But aren't we better than the guys in the 80s? Aren't we taller? Aren't we more cooler?
We're also fatter and more unhealthy.
Yeah.
And there's more mental health is another big issue too. So, a lot of guys in my family have struggled with depression. And my dad's generation, one of them found out that they were low on testosterone. So they went and they got on testosterone, and it changed their how they felt about, their mood and anxiety and all that. And so now everybody's gotten on it. Everybody's feeling better. So in addition to the physical aspect, there's a big mental aspect of having a healthy testosterone level too that combats those. There's articles that talk about people on testosterone being better workers because you have more energy, you sleep better. If you sleep better, you're going to make better decisions, but you also have more motivation. So in addition to the physical aspects of TRT, there's mental aspects of it that are very beneficial as well.
Okay, so now my brain is going to be significantly better, doing this. But, well, what about, how sometimes we get around too many happy people. Everybody's feeling, like, all right, we're all like, everybody's excited. What's the side effect of that? Is there come down? Is like, because I'm afraid of the come down. So okay. I'm afraid of I know sometimes there's this thing where it's just like, man, I'm feeling too good. I got imposter syndrome. So just like, I'm feeling too good. Everything is that, how am I going to be able to get over that hump where it's just like, nah, man, this can't be the TRT. This can't be the testosterone.
Yeah, I would say, everybody responds differently. And, I would say get on it, see how you feel, but then talk to your provider too.
Okay.
Because if you're not feeling a difference, we retest. So we test you when you come in. We retest you in 4 to 6 weeks, and then we'll retest you 3 months after that. And during that time, that's our opportunity to get your blood checked and see if there's anything else that's off. We do have some guys that come in and say, I don't really feel that different. And maybe we need to increase their dose. If they're tolerating it, their red blood cells are looking good, their estradiol's looking good, we can increase it and see if they see a difference at that time. But I also tell guys, to get the biggest benefit and to see if it's working, you need to work out. Because if your body's performing and you have a baseline and then you introduce TRT, then you can base your improvement. You may not feel a lot different, but if you're getting stronger quicker than you were before, those are some things that you could attribute it to the additional testosterone.
Okay. So now you say you did a triathlon.
Yeah.
Like that means you biked, you swam, you ran. I don't know if swam is a word, but it's going to be a word.
Swim is a word.
Swim is a word. Okay.
Yeah.
And you ran. Out of all three of those, what's always at, because I'm a competitive guy, what's the highest place you finished in, and how many competitors were there?
I've gotten third place in a sprint distance triathlon. I think it was probably when I was about 40.
40.
So you compete in age groups too.
Okay. Oh, so it's different age group. Okay.
Yeah. And it's usually like a 5 or 10 year how they'll split you up. Because I'm not like a super, I don't have my pro card or anything.
Right.
But
you are a performer.
and a competitor. So in triathlon, you're not just working out, you're training. So you're really monitoring how you're feeling, your diet, your fluids, and so I couldn't tell you how many competitors. There was probably maybe 16, 18 in my age group.
Okay.
But these are also guys that have adopted a lifestyle where they're going to work out. And so third place, I was...
You was fine with third?
I was great.
You fine with third place. All right. So out of all three, I always want to ask, what's the least what's your least favorite of the triathlon?
It's hard.
The like is it the running, the biking, or the swimming?
I think my least favorite. Well, I have to answer it like this. What's been the hardest is running because it's last. So if you've pushed too hard on the bike and you don't have enough left to finish the run, I mean, I've hit a wall where I'm walking.
You walking,
yeah,
legs are like
cramping and twitching, and I just want to get it done.
I want to do a triathlon now.
You should do.
I would like to do. So you did yours at 40.
I did my first one when I was 30, but I competed until I was 40, 45.
Okay, and 45.
Yeah, I've done it for like 15 years.
Okay, wow. Okay. I'm amazed now. Like I'm amazed that you did triathlons for 15 years.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I've always wanted to know is, where do y'all use the restroom at?
They have porta potties,
But you're not gonna, if you're in third place, you're not gonna open the door and be like, excuse me.
No, I've never had to do this. The professionals will just pee on themselves. Literally, they just go.
You're a professional, so you definitely had to
I was
be
never that
yourself.
competitive.
You never had to, okay.
I've held it, but it's funny too because
Not even in the water when you're swimming?
oh, you can't.
You can't?
No.
Why not?
Because your body's working too hard. Like if you're concentrating on your stroke, you're breathing. I mean, when you pee in the pool, are you like running around and jumping, or you get still?
I get still, and I move away from
Right,
everybody,
yeah.
and hopefully that little blue
Yeah.
stuff doesn't come around me when
Right.
I do it.
You might be able to do it before the start, but usually you're out of the water.
Okay.
You know, when you're starting. So
Okay. That I've always wanted to like ask that question because now
Yeah.
I can fully decide if I'm going to compete in a triathlon or not.
well, and they have different distance. So there's sprint, which is the very shortest distance triathlon.
Yeah.
Usually you can get those done in an hour. There's Olympic distance. There's a half Ironman and a full Ironman. I've done all those.
You've done a full Iron.
I did a full Ironman once. I did one of those. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do what's shorter than the half Ironman?
Olympic. Can you run a 10K?
No, I can run about a 5K.
Okay. Then I would say start with the sprint.
Is there a rec league for triathlons?
I don't think there's a rec, but there are triathlon clubs.
Okay.
So you can. I'm sure there's something around close to you.
All right. So I'm gonna look into that. So tell me. So now, do you feel as though you're in the best shape, or do you feel better, faster, stronger than you did when you was competing and being at your peak performance as a triathlon?
I definitely feel stronger because when I stopped doing triathlons about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I started, and then came down here, gained all the weight, and I was like, I need to start exercising again. I found a gym, and it was like a group training where you might be with between 2 and 6 other people, and you've got 1 or 2 coaches there, and they walk you through. And so they would do mainly lifting on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays were more of a cardio type workout. It's like an hour-long cardio stuff. So I started doing that, and I've gotten on the InBody. So, it measures your fat, your muscle mass. And I look back about 3 years ago, I've gained 7 pounds of muscle and I've lost 15 pounds of fat. So, from a strength perspective, because I also did powerlifting in high school. So I had a little bit of a perspective on what I could lift, how strong I was in high school.
So you've been at your peak performance even in high school. You was a power lifter.
I was powerlifting.
What'd you power like?
So it's by weight class.
Yeah.
I lifted in the 148 pound weight class, and you do bench press, squat, and deadlift.
Man, what's your bench press? I bench press 245. What's yours?
I think I can beat 245 today.
Dang it. Well, sounds like you're gonna be my coach for this try. I'm in the range where I can do some good things now.
Yeah.
All right. So 245. So all right. So what were you doing in high school? Just real quick.
245. 240 weighing 148.
148. 245. All right. So where you at now?
Probably about 250, 260.
Now. 250.
Yeah. because I lost all my muscle. I mean, doing triathlons is great for cardiovascular, but you want a small frame. You know, you're going to get some legs on the bike, but you're not building muscles per se.
Yeah.
So I've had to like gain all that back over the last several years and kind of get to where I was in high school at a lower body weight.
Right. Okay. So your clinic is in Baytown.
Mont Belvieu.
Mont Belvieu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so like I'm down there, I'm coming to see you because now I'm starting this training.
Right.
So I'm coming down there to see you. Now, what can I expect from like how are you running your franchise and practice?
So we try to make it easy.
Yeah.
First of all, we have a CRM, which is customer relationship management tool. We watch that 24/7. So it's a number you can text. You'll get a response. We do it at night, weekends, whenever. We try to get
nights and weekends.
Nights and weekends.
Like how we used to have our old phones and it'd be like, hey, nights and weekends.
Yeah, if somebody messaged me at 9:00 at night, I'm messaging back.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're that hands on.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a better response or it gets a better response.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see that message come in at 9:00 at night and I wait and I tell my staff, hey, call this guy, reach out to this guy tomorrow after 8:00, I found that they're less likely to respond. But if I respond immediately, then a lot of times they'll respond because I want the guys to feel their best. I want to get them in.
Mm-hmm.
And so we try to make it as easy as possible for them to book that initial schedule. That initial appointment.
Okay, and then so now I'm in there. I'm coming to see you. Are you that hands on? Are you coming in to essentially be like not my coach, but be a familiar face? Not only are you running the clinic, you know, you're the boss of doctors.
Yeah.
Not the boss of doctors,
right?
But you know, working with doctors as well, like. Are you that hands-on where I can come and see you? And why are you like that? Why do you care so much about me?
Yeah. So
you see how I say why you care so much about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want our guys to know that we're locally owned. I try to greet every guy that comes in. There's a time period where you get registered. You go get your blood draw and you come back out in the lobby. So you're sitting out there for 10 to 15 minutes while we're waiting on your results. So that gives me a window where I can come out and talk to the guys. You know, I want to get to know about you. Where do you work? Do you have kids? Do you live locally? So I try to form that relationship. And then my clinician does the actual consultation. So she's got the medical experience, medical background. She's the one who will listen to what your needs are and make the recommendations based on that. So I do it. Number one, I like talking to people.
Yeah.
So you know, it's my opportunity to get to know folks in the community, and you meet a lot of interesting folks who have interesting backgrounds and stories. Like there's a guy who's like a top ranked arm wrestler, and you know he comes in, and I like to talk to him when he comes in, and he taught me a technique on arm wrestling. So now I want to go arm wrestle my brother,
like over the top with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
So you remember when you had and you go over and the thumb and I'm done over the top. Yeah,
he's got a whole technique.
He's got there's a whole technique to arm wrestling.
There is, apparently. I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either. The only technique I know is from over the top with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
That's the only one. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so why do you care so much?
You know, these are people that I live around. They're people in my community. I see guys that are struggling. And, you know, this is my opportunity to give them a chance to come and get taken care of and feel good. And I want them to have a good experience. Mm-hmm. So, you know, if there's ever any problems, I want to know about it. We want to try to fix it. Thankfully, we've not had almost, you know, any issues. Mm-hmm. But these are my neighbors, and, you know, I want them to have a good experience and get a quick and efficient way to get taken care of and feeling their best.
Wow. Okay. Now, just, you know, we're coming on the tail end of this. So you've been at your peak performance with the triathlon, and you've been now you're even in better shape as we are right now in this great age that you are in. What is some advice that I can reach my peak performance and starting to compete for being a triathlete in a rec league?
Yeah. So my advice would be you have to have a plan.
Okay.
So you can't just go out and go, I think I'm going to run this many miles this day and bike this many miles, or I'm going to go and, do bench press one day, and I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the week, but I'll figure that out. That's not the best way. You have to stay consistent, and that's probably the most important thing. Fitness is cumulative. So whether it's triathlon or lifting weights, the more consistent you are, and if a plan will help you do that, you'll see benefits. And I'm at the age now where I'm trying to balance how do I still get gains and not hurt myself.
Yes. And I think I'm same. Yeah. I'm afraid too. Like I look at something and be like, can I make this jump? Because I'm always still trying to test myself. How far can I jump? Can I jump over this puddle? Yeah. Little things like that. So
you have to listen to your body.
Okay.
There may be times where you've got to take a rest, because if you're feeling great and you keep pushing it, eventually you're going to get hurt. You're going to have an injury. So you have to plan for rest as well. There was a guy that wrote a book, and it was like the Triathlon Bible, and he talked about periodization of training. And it was this concept where, you have this build up and then you have this rest period. So I think all training should be like that. Have the build up, push yourself, but then give yourself a rest period. And, for guys over 40, that may mean you take a day off from your plan. If your body's telling you that, hey, I need a rest, it's better to go ahead and take that rest and recovery, so that you can come back and continue pushing.
Okay. Wow. Well, this was great. I feel like I'm gonna come down there and see you.
Okay.
Not only do I'm convinced that I can do this, and then I'm convinced that I've found my coach to be a triathlete.
I'll take care of
triathlon.
I'll get you there.
You get me there?
Get you on the podium.
You get me on. Come on now. All right. You gonna be on the podium? I'm gonna shout you out over there, man. Be like, hey, there goes my coach right there. I appreciate it. This is a great conversation, my man. Welcome to the Peak Performance Lounge.
All right. Appreciate it.
No problem.